Hi, Mike here. We're going to start playing around with the slow walk on the spot exercise to strengthen balance, coordinate better. Maybe you've already done the test in the previous videos, testing to see how good you are. Now we're going to start it as an exercise. We start at the base level, the basic slow walk on the spot. So flat piece of floor, shoes off, and it's knee up, one at a time, nice and slowly, maybe a count of 1 second up, 1 second down. You might not be able to achieve this, so maybe a hand on a chair or on a table to balance, or looking at a mirror to give you a visual cue to help your balance. Maybe that you fall out a little bit, or you're okay lifting the foot up a bit, but you don't want to lift it up any further. And that's absolutely fine. Just do what you can, and like any skill, any strength type training, you will get better at a little wobble there. What you might find is that you're much better on one side than the other. I'm better on this side, on my left leg. When I go to my right leg, I tend to fall in on the foot a little bit because I've got a slightly flattened arch on this side. So I have to really concentrate on that side to contract my foot, stabilize my ankle, use my core, and then I can achieve it. But if I get a bit distracted or a bit tired, I tend to go in, I'm exaggerating, but go in a little bit there. So really think about your core, really think about your gaze point, really think about your balance. And ideally we should be able to get to about 20, so 1, 2, 3, and if you practice that to 20, three or four times a day, doesn't take very long, you will get better. And why is this so important? The ability to do a slow walk on one leg, you're having to stabilize one leg at a time. And when we go into a walking pattern, we place one foot in front of the other, and as we do that, we are stabilizing on one leg. If we lose the ability to do this, if we lose our core strength, our hip strength, our balance, our coordination, then we feel a bit unsteady, and instead of being on the one leg and placing the foot down, we're almost falling from one leg to the other. The stability has gone. The next thing that happens in that cycle is that we shorten our stride length. So rather than having a nice confident stride, we start to shorten because we're not happy being on one leg. We start to sink down a little bit, and when it gets most extreme, we start to look down because we're no longer happy with our balance and our coordination. So we start looking down a little bit more, and then some people that can become really quite pronounced. We can start to see people having stumbles, having falls, feeling less able about the house, and doing this slow walk on the spot, we can improve. Our function can get a whole lot better. We're going to progress through more and more challenging versions of this, and you might get to the point where you just think that's enough. That's probably the point at which to stop and to work 3 or 4 times a day, just for a minute here or a minute there. The progressions are going to come in the next video. Hopefully this explains why this is such an important exercise, and it's so easy to do. So give it a go, and let us know how you get on.